Ford and GM, two giants in the world of automobiles, are facing an unexpected hurdle. They're having a tough time selling their electric vehicles. That's right. And we've got all the shocking details coming right up. Before we dive into the electrifying drama, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and give us a thumbs up if you're ready to explore the twists and turns of the EV market with us. Ford and GM, two major American car manufacturers, are facing significant challenges in the electric vehicle (EV) market. Ford is reportedly losing $36,000 on each EV sold, leading to a staggering operating loss of $1.3 billion in a single quarter. Even the much-anticipated F-150 Lightning, Ford's flagship electric truck, is deemed a failure with production halted. GM, on the other hand, laid off over 1,000 employees in a week, and there are reports of fatal accidents involving their EVs. CEO Mary Barra's decision not to lower EV prices below $30,000 has sparked criticism, as the company focuses solely on luxury EVs, neglecting a broader consumer base. The root cause of these crises lies in substantial investments in EV development and challenging market dynamics, despite efforts to create cutting-edge electric cars. In recent times, electric vehicle (EV) sales have fallen short of expectations, especially in North America. Many consumers there are hesitant to embrace EVs because of their high prices compared to traditional gas or hybrid vehicles. This has created a significant crisis for the automotive industry, putting the future of major players like General Motors, GM, in jeopardy. The unfolding events highlight the challenges of transitioning to electric vehicles and how market dynamics can impact industry leaders. General Motors had set an ambitious goal to produce 400,000 electric vehicles by mid-2024. Unfortunately, this plan has faced a major setback due to a lack of demand. Despite manufacturing around 32,000 EVs in the third quarter of 2023, which was a 40% increase from the previous quarter, the sales growth was only 28%. This disparity has raised concerns about the overall demand for EVs in the market. In response to this challenge, GM has not only scaled back its EV production goals, but also postponed the release of electric trucks, including the highly anticipated Chevy Silverado EV and the GMC Sierra EV. Originally planned for 2024, these releases are now delayed until late 2025. This delay serves as a red flag, indicating deeper issues in the EV market. GM is not just slowing down. The company is making tough decisions to navigate through these challenging times. They are considering cost-cutting measures, deferring factory expansions, and even resorting to stock buybacks to appease shareholders. However, the most critical issue revolves around Cruise GM's autonomous vehicle unit designed for ride-sharing robotaxis. Initially hailed as a potential triumph, Cruise has turned into a nightmare for GM. A tragic incident occurred where a driverless vehicle struck and killed a pedestrian, leading to a halt in Cruise's operations. This incident also resulted in executive resignations and impending layoffs, all of which have negatively impacted GM's financial standing. Additionally, GM faced an $800 million setback due to the United Auto Workers strike. These challenges have made it clear that the road to widespread EV adoption is not without obstacles. The complexities of the transition, coupled with unforeseen incidents like the one involving Cruise, emphasize the difficulties faced by automotive giants in adapting to the changing landscape. Currently, the company is slowing down the production of the Chevy Bolt and Camaro, leading to the layoff of around 1,300 workers. General Motors, GM, is restructuring the Orion assembly plant for electric trucks, but unfortunately, it won't be up and running until 2028, leaving workers in a precarious position. Ford CEO Jim Farley is facing an unexpected trend in the electric vehicle (EV) market. Surprisingly, 50% of EV buyers are now choosing to trade in their EVs for hybrid vehicles. This shift in consumer preference is evident in sales figures, where hybrids like the Toyota Prius dominated the market in 2023, making up 88.3% of car sales in the US, overshadowing the 6.99% share held by EVs. Hybrids, with their average price of $42,900 in the second quarter of 2022, seem to be more affordable and convenient for consumers. Ford is also grappling with challenges in the EV market. Dealers are reportedly required to make substantial investments, amounting to thousands and millions of dollars, to be eligible to sell Ford's EVs. Meanwhile, Ford's flagship electric vehicle, the Mustang Mach-E, has seen a significant decline in sales. In the second quarter of 2022, Ford dealers sold 86.4% of their Mach-E inventory within 30 days. However, In 2023, this number dropped dramatically to just 27.7%, even with more than twice the inventory year over year. Mach-E sales have plummeted by 90%, going from 10,941 vehicles to a mere 633. This raises concerns about the challenges faced by automakers in the current EV landscape. The F-150 Lightning, Ford's highly anticipated electric truck, is also facing challenges. In the previous year, Ford sold 70% of its Lightning inventory within 30 days. However, this year, that figure has dropped significantly to only 35%, indicating a tougher market for electric trucks. These trends highlight the evolving landscape of the EV market and the obstacles automakers like Ford and GM are navigating as they strive to meet changing consumer preferences and market dynamics. Despite Ford's ambitious goal of producing 600,000 electric vehicles, EVs, this year, it seems like the initial excitement for their electric truck, the F-150 Lightning, has faded. Consumers are now showing less interest, giving the truck the cold shoulder. Ford is anticipating losses of at least $3 billion in the process. To make matters more complex, Ford is asking its dealers to invest a substantial $1 million to become certified to sell these advanced but seemingly unprofitable vehicles. This has led to frustration among dealers who have invested significant sums only to see EVs sitting unsold in their showrooms. Some Ford dealers, particularly on the East Coast, argue that Ford's production doesn't align with customer preferences. They believe customers want affordable EVs with a range exceeding 300 miles without unnecessary technological gimmicks. Despite this feedback, automakers like Ford and GM seem to be overlooking these consumer demands. Dealers are now facing an unprecedented situation of turning down allocations from Ford because they have an overwhelming inventory of Lightning and Mach-E models that they can't seem to sell. This challenge is not unique to Ford. Even Tesla, often seen as a leader in electric cars, is struggling with the need to cut prices and offer deals to move their inventory. Surprisingly, states with historically significant EV sales are now experiencing slow growth. The 200,000 Lightning reservations that Ford proudly announced are not turning into fulfilled orders, with 70% of these reservations still unfulfilled, raising concerns about the actual demand when these vehicles finally reach dealerships. Ford's sales performance in November tells a somber story, with overall sales down by 5% compared to the previous year. While electric vehicle, EV sales have reached a record high, they still make up a small fraction compared to the sales of gas-powered vehicles, especially Ford's popular pickup trucks and SUVs. These areas have traditionally been strong for Ford. In response to the challenges faced by their EVs, Ford is making significant cutbacks in their EV investments. They've reduced planned expenditures by $2 billion, including scaling down a battery plant in Michigan and delaying production at another plant in Kentucky. Interestingly, while Ford's EVs are struggling, their internal combustion engine vehicles continue to be the cornerstone of their sales. Beyond the financial impact, there is also a human cost to these challenges. The United Auto Workers, UAW, strike at Ford's plants disrupted production, leading to temporary layoffs and uncertainty for workers. Even after the strike ended, it left a substantial $1.7 billion dent in Ford's earnings. The new labor agreement, while beneficial for workers, is adding around $900 in cost per vehicle, posing a significant burden for a company already dealing with financial constraints. In essence, Ford and GM, like many other automakers, are realizing the complexities and hurdles involved in transitioning to EVs. The pressure from the Biden administration for stricter emissions rules adds an additional layer of challenge, pushing for a shift to electric vehicles. However, this raises important questions about whether automakers should prioritize political directives over customer preferences. If you enjoyed this shocking revelation and want more updates on the ever-evolving world of technology in automobiles, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our electrifying content.